Hello, friends, and welcome to a brand new series here. This is Software Incorporated. Software Inc. is in Alpha 9. It has been out for a while. I haven't played it for a few years. Has it been that long? Maybe a year? Anyways, it's been a while since I played it, although that's not entirely true because I did do a little test game to make sure that I remembered the basics of how to play it. So I played through a few years. I think I just hit 1990 on my testing game. And I will be playing that testing game as we play this one. So I'm not going to be completely lost in the woods, but that's good news because we are going to be playing on hard difficulty. If you enjoy my channel, you know I like to have a challenge. So we're going to be playing on hard difficulty in this one. So it's going to be kind of slow growth, but we're going to do our best to make some money, and I think we're going to be able to do that. And it's always more rewarding if you can do that on hard difficulty. I don't know what happened to my pants here, though. I don't like those pants being so gray. There we go. That's the same color as my jacket. So I've already set up my avatar here, Sean G. Fortunately, it started with like the hair and all that stuff, so I didn't even mess with it. That looks close enough to me. I like to dress nice, so I did have him dress up nicely. We're gonna go with Vanstra PC, which stands for Vanilla Strategy PC. That is our company. As far as skills go, I don't care about lead and I don't care about marketing, so that way I'll have good skills across the board on the things that do count: programming, designing, and artist. What do I want to be good at? It doesn't really matter because we're going to be doing plenty of training. So we'll just go system and 2D across the board there, right? Yeah, that's fine. We are going to be playing in the forest. I don't really care, but it's like all the test game that I played. And then like the very short first test game that I played, because they recently upgraded this alpha, and the previous like alpha 9.1 was basically broken, and so I tried to play that and I didn't get anywhere. And then they upgraded it to alpha 9.2, and that was a huge improvement. And then now they've just upgraded it to alpha 9.3, which is also a pretty great improvement. Now, we are on the testing branch, so there is an outside chance that our save will get broken. I hope that doesn't happen, but you know, if it does, it does. That's the thing with alpha games. But this definitely seems from the couple of hours that I put into my other offline game, it seems to be going pretty well. So I think we're ready to go. Everything looks good. Let's launch it out. Start game. So if you haven't played Software Incorporated, it's a pretty good business simulator. It's pretty detailed. Basically, you need to build a software company. So we're going to start. Doesn't take much to get started. Actually, I'm going to have my first room just kind of be in the center here, and it's going to be very modest. It's just going to be a little room for me to work in. So we're going to set up that small room. We're going to put a door on there so I can get in and out. Throw a couple of windows on there, which will get us some light. And I'll put a window there so I can look out it while I'm working. We're going to put down a desk. Now, I could start with cheaper desk, but you know, I'm not that hard up for money, and I would end up replacing it fairly soon. So I may as well just start with the better one now. I would throw a chair in there. Same thing with the chair. We're going to want to have a clock, which increases, I don't know, some skill. What does it increase? No, how do you find out? I guess over here. There we go. It boosts your effectiveness. The painting boosts your mood. And I'm pretty sure these things stack, but I don't. Room boosts your skill, which I don't quite get, but reception desk doesn't do anything. And then plants will also boost the mood and increase the environment, so I'm going to throw that in there. I need to have a heater because it's going to get cold. There's the heater. It's really crowded with your very first room, but obviously these things will spread out a little bit over time. And I want to throw a fan in here, ceiling fan. And then can I squeeze a light in there too? Boy, this room is jam-packed with goodies, but there you go. There is our original starting office. That's all we're going to need. And we will take, whoops, that's not the right button. We will take on some contracts as soon as things get going. Staff is unable to reach this lamp. Okay. Well, how am I gonna, let's go back into construction mode. Let's go ahead and sell that, yep. And then we'll move this. Can I move that? No. Great. All right, let's go with a different type of lamp then. Can I put that on the desk? Of course I can't. Maybe I made this too small. Let's see if they can. All right, they should be able to reach that lamp. And that will give us the light we need. I think the windows actually give us plenty of light. But we are done with day one. We are going to need to make money on day two. So let's jump ahead to day two. Every day is a month. You can fiddle around with how long those go. You can make every day like 2 months, or every day up to 8 months, I think is the maximum. But it doesn't scale properly. So if you start going with more than 1 day a month, it's kind of exploitative. So you want to keep it at 1 day a month. All right, so the easy way to get started, and really the only way to get started, is by doing contracts. So you want to start just basically burning through contracts. My guy, let's look at my skills here. So he's fairly well skilled across the board. I'm surprised he's got really good art skills, actually. That's great. So we're going to want to work on coding and design. But for now, we can pretty much take any kind of contract that is available to us. I don't know that he's going to be fast enough to get that kind of art done. Maybe. You know what? Let's start with the art contract and see what happens. I may be starting us out in a bad spot already, because the idea is I want to get one contract done every day. Looks like I might be able to make this one. No, I'm not going to be able to make it. Shit. I was really hoping to get this done today so I could send him to school tomorrow. But we will have to spread this out over 2 days, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe he won't get. No, he won't get it done. God damn it. That's too bad. Already off to a bad start, but not that big a deal. Luckily, there's no, like, he doesn't really get paid much, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, though, this is going to make it very difficult for us to start a new contract today and get it finished. But let's go with just a standard programming contract. You can see over here, it shows how many lines you're going to have to do, so that kind of gives you an idea of how long it's going to take. This one is only 4,300, and it's a and it pays well. Let's accept that one. So you can, right now he's going to work on both. You can prioritize how much time he spends on each. But what I'll do is, as soon as he's done with this, I will just promote it and then release it, and then he'll focus on this. And I might be able to get, whoops, I might be able to get, I could also change his hours. Since it's the owner, he doesn't mind working a little longer than everybody else. So I'm going to bump his hours up to there. I need to get out a delay, and then it'll say there's no bugs because it's artwork. So there's 10,000 outstanding quality. That's good. That'll boost our reputation. I don't think we're going to be able to get this logistic application done in 1 day, though. Promote that out of the design phase, get it into the programming phase. We might be able to get all the programming done by the end of the day, but getting the bugs out, maybe. What kind of penalties are we going to be looking at for bugs on this one? Penalties, $88 per bug. So, you know what? If we can release it at the end of the day, even if it's super buggy, I don't think that's going to be a problem, but I don't know that we're going to get through the delay period by the end of the day, unfortunately. What do we got? An hour and a half left? And the closer you get to 0, the longer it takes. There we go. Promote that out. Yes. We're staying until 1700, right? We might be able to do it. You know what? Let's release a buggy piece of junk, and then you can go to classes tomorrow. So we're going to educate. Let's do programming of algorithm. We'll do 2 months. Programmer, algorithm, start education, and we're going to release this. Outstanding quality, $9,600. Great. So we're already at $26,000. Let's speed up the time. slow it back down. We're going to jump ahead. So now we're into June. Our office is getting a little dirty, but not too bad. He's going to come back to work. Let's start out with another contract. Now 1.4 megabytes, we could probably do that. But you know what? Let's stick with the programming stuff, because we didn't really have any problem with that. Let's accept that. Have him show up for work. There you go. Welcome, Sean. Slow down, promote, and speed up. Got plenty of time here. I don't know why I'm so fastidious about not going over the requirements, you know, but time is precious. So if we stop right when we hit the point to where we can upgrade it, that'll allow us to iron out a few more bugs before the end of the day. So we're going to go to classes again tomorrow. We'll do 2D coding, sure. Programmer, 2D, start education. And basically, we're going to be doing this for quite a while, like for years, really. First, it'll be just us, and then eventually we'll hire a second person, and then we will continue doing contracts and sending that second person to classes, and kind of rotating things that way. But that's how you get started, especially on hard mode in this game. Hard mode, not a whole lot different than medium. You know, usually in a lot of games, medium is super easy, and hard is you know, considerably harder. But in this one, there's not really a whole lot of difference between medium and hard. I feel like it's, yeah, not too much different. But that's one of the things that I like about this game, is it's like, it's hard to begin with, you know. And it's just a very well-made game from what I remember. So a lot of the stuff that has happened since because I think the last time I was playing it was like Alpha 6 or something. I haven't really followed development too closely on this. It's not like RimWorld, where I've been playing it basically, in Factorio as well, where I've been playing it more or less on and off for years. So we got 4,500 lines in that one as well. Game assets, that's art. 4,800. Wow, that's a lot of stuff in that one. I can't build that. All right, so let's go with the easier one. The pay is the same, more or less, except work. Great. Get that designed up. With design, if you over design it, it will actually be a lesser quality. So it's really important to make sure you promote it out when you hit that full bar. I've walked away from my computer and left it running and come back, and it was like at the same point it was when I walked away. I was like, how come I haven't made any progress? And it wasn't true. I had gotten all the way full and then gotten all the way back down to halfway full, and that was frustrating. But you know, in those cases, typically I would just reload the save and pay more attention. But I'm not going to be doing that. We don't do that when I Let's Play. So we're gonna, I mean, this is going to be more or less permadeath here. So I need to make sure that I am paying close attention. But you know, that's the other thing about Let's Play. It's not like I'm going to just go wander into the kitchen to make something to eat while I'm trying to do this video. It keeps me focused on what we're doing, but it does keep me focused on like looking up at the top of the screen the whole time too, which probably isn't all that interesting for you guys. Try to get some what we're gonna do for the screenshot for the title for this thing. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to get in close. Okay, well, oh yeah, so we're going to release, and we are going to go to some classes tomorrow. So how about audio design, educate, design, audio, start education, very good. Close that window, please. Speed this up, skip ahead. Let's watch me come into work. Can I zoom? I can continue zooming in. Oh, you know, one thing I should do is maybe paint paint the building. Let's go into construction mode, and I'm gonna. Oh well, I can always line back up to the way that we had that painted, or the way that we had that camera lined up. So let's go to room colors. For the floor, we could do a nice kind of cream colored carpet. That looks like sand. I don't really like that very much. Maybe brighten it up a little bit. There we go. That's better. And then for the walls, I'm not used to doing the color stuff. Usually I just leave everything black and white. But I'm sure you guys will appreciate having some colors on these things. What kind of colors are buildings usually? Like that doesn't look so bad. Greenish. There we go. And then the interior, we'll do some nice kind of blue, cyan sort of interior. Dang it. Exterior, I want you to stay that nice green, that sage color that I had going on there. Great. Let's do, oh, that's pretty. There we go. I like that. Maybe darken it up a little bit. Great. All right, apply. Nice. Now let's get back to our little view of there. Oh, look at that. That should work. Little Sean working through the, although I guess I do need to give him a task to work on. So you can see we've gotten new contracts, more complicated contracts that will take longer. I really like to work on just 1 month contracts, especially at the beginning here, where I can go to school in between each contract. There we go. This one looks good. How about this one? 15,000. Great. We can do that one. Let's accept work. Let's not do anything from that. I don't want to promote it or anything like that. Actually, I'm going to start throwing some money into our insurance fund as well. You know, we don't have a lot of money right now, but it earns interest and it will make it easier to hire people. So we're going to throw money in there. But that will really grow once we actually launch some software. Basically, all the profits we get from that software we'll throw into the insurance fund, and that will gain us interest, which will allow us to develop software later on. That's not for years. Like it'll be 85, 86 by the time we actually launch a piece of software. But when we do get to that point, we will be taking advantage of that insurance for sure. All right, promote. And then we're gonna get all those lines done. Getting there. Slow it down towards the end here. 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom. Yep. When we get later on, like when we have 2 employees and stuff, we will be able to have more. Or not so much that we'll be able to have, but we'll have more. It won't be a big deal if we go over on the lines. We actually might have some incentive to go over on the lines because it will give us a little bit of a higher quality. But for now, like quality is not really, you know, mediocre quality. Well, we're going to hit that, no problem. So let's set up our classes for tomorrow. We want to, looks like 2D design is our weak spot. So audio 2D, there we go, start education. And we will get educated in that. And day is just about over. Nice piece of software we're going to release here. Our quality is going up. Our company is becoming respectable. And there we are, March 81. We've got $32,000. Let's throw some of that into our insurance fund. There we go. I don't want to keep throwing all of our money in there because we do want to save up enough money to where we can afford to hire somebody else. So maybe I'll stop throwing money in the insurance fund. I think I'm thinking a little too far ahead there. Could use somebody to come clean this stuff up, but you know, the owner doesn't really care when the place gets to be a mess. long as our computer is staying in good shape, so we don't really need to call for IT quite yet. What do we have here? Look at that. Oh, game assets, yeah. We could probably get that done. Can we get 2.1 megabytes done today? Do I want to take that chance? Well, you know what? Even if I can't, I can always... I was able to double down and get 2 things done last time. So let's try. I know we came pretty close to getting 2 megabytes done on the previous one. I think it was like 2.5 and we had like 400,000 left, and we weren't working quite as long every day. So if we can pull this off, that'll be some pretty good money. I don't think we're going to make it. It's already noon, right? So that's 4 hours. Well, we've got 7 hours left. So maybe we will make it. We had 2.1 to start with, right? I like it better when it gets to here, where we can actually see it doing it like a real countdown. It's a real race against the clock. It's not looking too promising, though. Just under the wire, unfortunately, or just over the wire. But, yeah. Oh well, it was worth a shot. We'll take on a different contract tomorrow, and should be able to do a normal contract and finish that artwork up at the same time. So let's just do a standard, like a logistic application or an embedded system. 4,700 in that one. These ones all have GUI that I don't want to do. 47 on that one as well. That's a much better price. 47. 15,000 for that one. Oh, geez, a lot of lines of code on that. I don't know how you would expect me to get that done in 1 month. All right, let's go with that 15,000. Nope, not that 15,000. 14,000? Okay, great. Let's accept that one. Should be able to get both those done today. And get us some decent money. Couple too much to try to watch both those things at the same time. I'm like, this is the only part of the screen I see is just right up there too. I'm not even looking at what else. There could be like a bear coming in and attacking our little building or something, and I wouldn't even see it. Just watching that little sliver fill out. There we go. You, come on, you're almost done. I might not be able to get this one done today, unfortunately. All right, yep, you can be promoted. And then you're going to be sold. Or released, I guess. And I think we are going to get that other one done today. Great, 20,000 for that one. Oh. Come on, Sean, you can do it. You're going to release a buggy piece of junk. But that's okay, you can do that too. As long as we make it through the delay. Great. All right. What is our penalty for bugs going to be? $77, so this is going to cost us about $1,500 to release it early. But I don't care. We're going to send you to a class for tomorrow. We're going to send you, wow, look at this. We'll send you to algorithm design. And that should be our last 2-month class for you. Whoops, algorithm design. There we go. Design, algorithm, start education. And you got quite a few bugs fixed. Nice job. 12 grand, outstanding quality. So that leaves us with 53,000. So we're going to, looks like we'll be hiring somebody on the next episode. I thought there was going to have to be kind of a delay between episode 1 and episode 2 where I went through and just tried to make extra money and whatnot. But that hasn't seemed to, I don't think that's going to be the case. So that's good. Shit. Stuff will be flowing fairly steadily here. 18,000 lines, that's ridiculous. Give me a break. 5,200. 18,000 again on that one. Why? I'll get it. All right, we'll accept that one. I know you guys think I'm pretty amazing, but I'm not. I'm just a simple programmer who knows how to hit keys, but not that fast. Not 4 times as many keys as I normally do. All right, promote. Get this set up. What are we going to do for our education for tomorrow? It looks like audio coding program down to 1 month. Audio. Great. Do that next month. kind of asking for trouble doing that without knowing that I'm going to be done with this by the end of the day, because you can't take yourself out of education once you've already set that up. So I should be a little more careful. The couple of times that I've made that mistake in the past, I just reload the save. But I really don't want to do that in this. We're going to be fine, you know, and we'll actually release a good solid product today, but normally I shouldn't. I would just set up the classes at the end of the day. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That is what I wanted to do. All right, guys. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Vanstra PC is off to a good start. When we come back tomorrow, we will keep earning a little more money, get up to about $100,000 in the bank, and then we will expand a little bit. We'll bring in a second team member and basically go through and train them up, and maybe once we get a third or fourth team member is when we'll start designing our own piece of software. But the idea is I want to get like 3 people teamed up or trained up to where they can kind of do everything, and then they can handle designing a piece of software while I bring in additional team members to train them up. And yeah, I mean, basically this is just a training simulator, a personnel management simulator. But that's what I like doing. Like, I'm a good personnel manager. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. If you're excited about this series, let me know. Leave a comment. I would love to name my employees after my viewers. So if you're interested in having an employee named after you, let me know. I mean, if you leave a comment, I'll probably name an employee after you anyways. But if you're particularly interested, let me know specifically. If you want me to just use your YouTube handle, that's fine. If you want me to use your actual name, you can leave that in there too. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.